Hey guys, this is Josh Haynes coming at you once again with another Saber reveal, and hope y'all had a terrific Thanksgiving. I certainly did. I got to spend a lot of time with family and eat a lot of turkey, and we also got some turkey for our cats, so they'll be eating nice and nice and healthy for the next month or so. But anyways, gonna send a shout out this time to the band Kaza. They originated from Japan, but they recently made Memphis their home in the last few years because it's centrally located to a lot of the places and cities they play, and so it makes touring much easier. But I finally got to check out their show at the Memphis Comic and Fantasy Convention held here in Memphis at the Hilton, and it was I was able to go on the 18th of November and got to see their show. Danny Childers, who I did a lightsaber commission for him, joined me, and we had a great time. It was an awesome show, and really good songs. I was really impressed with their with their songwriting. Their key songwriter is Kaza Oda. If you look over here, that's her, and then there's me wielding my Mega Man lightsaber. So they're very cool folks, and like I said, they put on a really good show, have great songs and a few albums. I'm going to put a link to their website below in the description, so please go check them out. They're really good, and they do play a lot of the cons here in the United States. So they might, if you have a con in your area, they might be the entertainment for that night. So go check them out if they're in your area. So, but anyways, so this lightsaber commission is for my father-in-law Darrell, and it's going to be his Christmas present. So he's not supposed to know. So. Anyways, his wife, who I guess you could call my stepmother-in-law, came up to me wanting to do a saber for him. And basically, she mentioned that she wanted to do it in the theme of the college he graduated from, which is Ole Miss. And so basically, I had her choose the hilt, which she ended up choosing an Ultrasabers Prophecy V3. And so here's what we came up with. So, what we got going here is I tried to do the college colors as close as I could. We got red and then we got navy blue. And you can see that we've got some Ole Miss logos around the hilt, which these are actually face tattoos that folks wear when they go to the football games. And then we've got some Colonel Rebs. We got Colonel Reb here, Colonel Reb there, Colonel Rebs everywhere. So, you might be asking yourself, okay, so they're currently the Black Bears. Why did you go with the Rebs? Well, the reason I went with the Rebs is because when he went to college, that was the mascot that they went by, not the Black Bears. So I decided to go old school with this hilt since that was the mascot when he attended college at Ole Miss. So that's why we did that. So internally, we've got a Nano Biscotte V3 soundboard, 2-watt bass speaker, MHS Chassis, and as far as the LED, I'll go ahead and explain that because it does look a little pink on camera. But the LED is a Luxeon Star Tri-Rebel with royal blue, and red for flash and clash to kind of go with the theme here. He requested blue, so that's why I did blue. So please excuse my cat Anakin for all the meowing. He seems to be wanting in this room, but he's not coming in here. But anyways. So, then we've got a 16mm AV switch. Now, I do my AV switches a little differently when it comes to how they're seated in here. You know, some folks glue them in, but what I do is I cover the base with vinyl adhesive tape, and then I just kind of snugly, you know, fit it in there. So that way, if for some reason I need to work on it, I'm not having to unglue or, you know, rip this thing out and risk ruining the finish. So, and the thing is you're not going to have any reason to pull the switch anyway. You're only going to be pushing it. And even if you try to pull the switch, you'd have to, you know, put a gorilla grip around it just to get it out. So that's how I do my switches, and it seems to work really good. So, but anyways, so then the battery, you'll notice too, there's no recharge port. The battery just pops out and you can put it in a charger and charge it. Doing recharge ports on these things, having to drill them can be a little tedious. I can do them as requested, but in general with Ultrasabers, I generally just use a pop-out battery. So it's an 18650 Panasonic battery, 3400 mAh. So, all right. So as far as the sound fonts, this first sound font is Cyber Assassin by Shameem, who I'm sure y'all are very familiar with by now. He made this sound font, but I did a different boot sound to go with the theme of the hilt. So here we go. So that is the HOTTY TODDY Ole Miss chant that they chant at the football games. I mean, they may chant it at other events too, but generally at the football games. Cyber Assassin by Shameem. That's a very cool font. I use that on Frederick's Enforcer Lightsaber, and it does pretty good on this hilt. But on his saber, which was a Dominic's V3, for some reason that font just resonated through that hilt. I mean, it was awesome. So, and then this next sound font has absolutely nothing to do with Ole Miss whatsoever. However, this is one of Darrell's favorite movies, so I decided to do a sound font for him. And here we go.
The planet is Arrakis, also known as DUNE.
Alright, so obviously that's DUNE from the early 80s, which I'll admit I didn't really get into DUNE. I'm a little unhip to it. I've kind of got a rough idea about it. You know, apparently it's something to do with the spice or whatever. And most of this sound font, mainly the hum, originates from the shielded dagger battle between Patrick Stewart's character and Paul Atreides. So here we go. And the only lightsaber sound I used on this was the ignition. So here we go. And here are the swings. Had a little trouble finding swings throughout the movie, so what I did was I took what swing I could find and I just changed the pitch to make more swings. It kind of sounds musical, really. Well, that's not a swing, but so here's the clashes. Very abrupt power down there. Alright, so let me get a blade in here. Yeah, it's an interesting sound font. And DUNE's an interesting movie too. Like I said, I didn't really get into it. Oh, there goes the blade plug. I didn't really get into DUNE, but I did watch, and it's an interesting film, and it's got some really good actors in it, and Sting's in it too. Who'd have thunk? And Patrick Stewart as well. Alright, so now again, the blade is going to look a little pink when I ignite it, but here we go. Let me go turn the light off real quick. I promise you it is royal blue. I'm not sure why it shows up pink. I don't know if it's the red dye on the Tri-Rebel or what, but here's the red flash on Clash. very bright, to say the least. All right, let me get the light on. I do like to show these sabers in the light, because just to show that these are really bright. I really like these Tri-Rebel Luxeon Star LEDs. They're really good. So here we go. Power down. Cool. So, but for my next project, I'm going to be using Saberforge's 6-watt LEDs for a specific saber that I'll be doing. So stay tuned for that. And if you have not subscribed to my channel, there's a guitar pick below to your right that you can click on to subscribe to my channel if you want to see other saber reveals. And you might be asking, you know, well, why didn't you go with the 12-watt? Well, I can't really tell much difference between the two. I had a couple of hilts that I recently sold, the Acolyte and the Sinister Prophecy. Sinister Prophecy was 12-watt, the Acolyte was 6-watt. They were different colors, but when I put them side by side, I couldn't really tell which one was brighter. To me, they were both kind of the same, and I've shown pictures to people, and this is not to downplay, you know, the whole LED thing, but my understanding is that the brightness is determined by lumens, not wattage. So, but 6 watts should be fine. So, but anyways, so there you go. Ole Miss themed lightsaber that started life as an Ultrasabers Prophecy V3. So I think he's really going to dig it. I'm certainly happy with how it turned out. So looking forward to seeing his reaction when he gets this. So, but anyways, once again, guys, subscribe to my channel if you haven't, and please go check out the band Kazo. Again, they're really good, and if they're in the area, please go take some time out of your day to go check them out. So, but anyways, and stay tuned for more. I've got a couple more videos coming up for saber reveals, so stay tuned for that. This is Josh Haynes telling you to keep it sexy, and may the force be with you.